right, so I'm kind of going to talk to you a little bit about how we do our interviewing process here at Family First Life. So, what I always try to do is whenever I initially contact a candidate that has inquired about the job position or is looking for, something different in their life as a career change, things like that, I kind of ask them what their interest in the position was. Usually, whenever we have a job post, we have 5 components that we talk about. We talk about the leads, we talk about the compensation, the training, and then we also talk about, the renewals and no contracts. So those are some of the things that are really important whenever you're asking somebody that has potentially shown interest in the position, which one of those was of the main interest to them. One of the reasons that you're going to do that is because you want to make sure that you understand where this candidate is coming from and what they're really looking for in terms of, the position. So, those areas there. And then once you get to that and you understand what an agent is looking for, regardless if they are licensed, non-licensed, you're going to go into like the Family First Life structure. So, of course, you're going to go into, the compensation. We usually start our agents anywhere from 80 to 140%. This all depends on, their experience, things like that. That is a great starting point because most of the agencies, whether they're captive or coming from a different IMO, they usually will start them at 50%. Some of them I've heard are at 40, other ones maybe even 30 as, the low that they have. So you don't, having 100% or 80% is a really, important factor here because these agents are going to be getting paid more. So you want to make sure you show emphasis on that there. Kind of ask them what they are currently getting and, show them that they can get more, which is important because most of the agents, they're going to do the same amount of work, but they're going to get paid a little bit more, which makes a big difference. We also have exclusive leads, so you're going to want to talk about that. So what that means is that we don't use, family and friends, things like that to get our contacts. We will use leads, which are people that have shown interest in the programs that we offer. So, whether it be final expense, mortgage protection, things like that, they have asked for this information. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to provide them with that information. So, you just want to kind of talk to them a little bit about that and just have them realize that, there is a little bit of an investment when it comes to that. And one of the reasons is because they yield high results and it's kind of like their marketing. So they will be using leads for, their clients. And we have different programs available there and we'll kind of go into more details about that as time goes on. Also, we have, really great training here. So most of our, top producing agents are always going to be training these, new candidates and new agents on how to become successful here. A lot of people have not received that type of training. They're used to getting training from somebody that maybe has not had any experience. So these are some of the things that you want to discuss with them as well. Maybe ask them, hey, how have you previously been trained? What are your results? What are you looking for in your production, things like that, so that we can kind of figure out if, and where we need to structure them so that they can see success. That's really important here. Also, we do have vested renewals, so you do want to talk to them about that. What that means is that from day one, once they do have issued a policy, they will get renewals on that policy. These renewals are theirs for the rest of their life. They don't have to worry about if they leave Family First Life that they will no longer have those renewals. They will come with them, and that's vested from day one. A lot of the other companies, what they'll do is they'll have them wait 5 years, then they can get their renewals, things like that. If they leave the company, they don't have access to those renewals. Here, they'll be able to take them with them. So that's something to kind of talk to them about as well. The other thing is we don't have any contracts or anything here, so that's important. So what that means is that if you do want to leave Family First Life, you are able to leave. You don't have to take your you're able to take all your clients, everything with you. And so that is a really important factor too, because you don't want to be somewhere and then you decide to leave and you no longer have access to any of your clients, and then the company can kind of sue you, a lot of different aspects that they try to do or make you refrain from working. So those are just some of the 5 points that I talk to new candidates about, and then I kind of go into the process. So after that, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to see if they are wanting to join forces here with Family First Life. If they do, then what you're going to do is send them an affidavit. The affidavit just indicates that they are not with a company called NAA. There's a I say it's like a non-compete, like we're not allowed to associate with those agents. We can, but they have to contact us first, so we can't contact them. It's a lot of different things. I just tell them it's a non-compete. We don't, as long as you haven't been with NAA or you haven't been there in the last 6 months, you should be good. We just need you to sign this affidavit. Once you sign this affidavit, then you would go ahead and you would be able to figure out where they are, either sending them the contracting link, or you would go ahead and you would send them, a class voucher. Those are other aspects that we'll kind of go over. We're going to set up the applicant starter, which we're going to use for your system of how you're going to interact with them, checking up on them, things like that. But I just wanted to give you this initial video of kind of like an understanding of the interviewing process and where we are. As things go and progress, we'll go ahead and get a little bit more into it. But I just wanted to give you that update. Okay, so all right, bye.